大家好! Welcome back to my channel, everybody. My name is Kayla Marie, and today I'm going to be discussing a subject that many people have brought up in my comments, and that is how boring is Kinmen? Some people assume I must be incredibly bored all the time, and frankly, it kind of pisses me off when people say that because one, I'm not a boring person, and two, to be honest, I'm never bored. So my first reason that I do not find Kinmen boring is because number one, I do not have time to be bored. With my job, with my YouTube channel, I'm either making videos, editing, I'm also pursuing an online job. I literally do not have time to be bored. If anything, I have just enough time to go and explore, but ultimately, I'm too busy to be bored. The second reason I could never be bored in Kinmen is because it is an abandoned place lover's paradise. So what do I mean with this? Well, there's abandoned places everywhere. There's really cool history in Kinmen, and constantly I am so stimulated by this environment. People might think that Kinmen is boring, and honestly, it really depends on the type of person you are. If you have similar interests like me, then you are going to have so much fun here exploring all the different types of hidden things around Kinmen. So when it comes down to these two things, to being one, super busy, and two, being genuinely interested in what can be found here, I am not bored at all. So let me move on to my second point of, well, what makes Kinmen boring exactly? Because there are some things on Kinmen that I do think are missing that could make it a much more fun and entertaining place to live, especially as a person in the middle of their 20s. So my first thing is that there's just not so much entertainment. There's no clubs, there's not really many bars, and even if you do go to the bar and they're playing like, some really fun music, like nobody dances. So in general, it's a little bit hard to go out and have fun. The second thing is that I find it a little bit hard to make friends. I have a couple of friends and I do spend a good amount of time with them, but because of the language barrier, I think it's a little difficult to make friends with younger locals. That's fine though, I'm totally fine being by myself most of the time. But for the friends that I do have, I am very grateful because they do make life here on Kinmen a lot more interesting and exploring somewhat dangerous places doable, because otherwise I should not be going to certain places by myself. And number three, the same things over and over. And not necessarily when it comes to exploring, but when it comes to like eating things, like restaurants close super early. I eat the same foods all the time. So that can be a struggle sometimes, especially if you can't read all of the menus that are in Chinese. So I tend to stick to the same places that I eat often. So I guess the overall point is that Kinmen can be less interesting in that you can't really switch up your lifestyle. I make the most of what I have here, and I absolutely love everything on Kinmen. Like, I really can't get enough of the things here on Kinmen. I wanted to make this video today to clear the air about some of the comments people make about how boring life is on Kinmen, and the fact that you have to be a certain type of person to have fun here. If you're not the type of person that can entertain themselves or be by themselves a lot, you're probably going to be bored. But personally, Kinmen and I are like the perfect match. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. Let me know, do you think that you could live an entire year on Kinmen and not be bored? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like the video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.